myself Priyanka Joshi, your science teacher. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So students, I welcome you in your science class. So today we are going to discuss about the new chapter, that is physical and chemical changes. Clear students? So what is the meaning of the physical and the chemical changes? What are these changes? So students, in your daily life, you have observed many changes that takes place in your surroundings. Clear? So some example, if you are making the lemon juice, you can mix the sugar and salt in the water. This is also a kind of a change. Clear? And there are so many examples that takes place in the substances, and the changes may takes place in one or two substances. The substances are more than two also. Clear? So in our surroundings there are two types of changes, that is first one is the physical change and the second one is the chemical change. So today we are going to discuss about the physical changes. What are the physical changes? Generally students, physical changes are those changes which we directly observed by seeing the object. For example, I am giving you the example. This is the one duster and this is the one duster. This is yellow in color and this is red in color. So these are the physical changes which we identify by seeing our eyes. Clear? By directly see. So this is the physical change. Clear? And you can take example of other thing also. If we cut the pieces of paper, we cut the 4 pieces of paper in a square. Clear? And out of the 4 pieces, cut the 1 piece of the paper into the again equal in 4 sizes. So the that paper is small in size in comparison to the other. This activity is also in your book also. The activity is 6.1. Okay, so there is a change in the size of the paper. And when we boil the water, it loss in the form of the vapors. The vapors are coming out of the water, out of the pan. So this is the change in the state of the substance. The water changes from liquid to gases, and when we put some plate in it, on it, so the water, the steam that strikes on the plate, it changes into the water. So this is the state in which the water changes from gaseous to liquid stage. Clear? So these are the examples of the changes. So the change in the shape of the object. Clear? First shape, and the change in the size of the object, and the change in the color of the object, and the change in the state of the object from ice to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, in this form. So these changes and these properties, the changes in these properties are called the physical properties of the substance. Clear? These are the physical properties of the substance. So what are the physical properties of the substance? The shape of a substance, the size of the substance, the color of the substance, the state of the substance. These all are the physical properties of the substance. So students, when the changes takes place in these properties, clear? When the changes takes place in these properties, suppose the color, I have given you the example of these dusters. This is yellow in color and this is red in color. So this is the physical change in their color. Clear? And suppose we can take the example of size also. Clear? This is larger in size and this is smaller in size. Clear? So this is the physical change in the size. And you can see the water, when we place the water in freezer, it converts into the ice. It is the solid state. And when we remove it from the fridge and kept in the sun rays, the snow melts and it changes its position into the liquid phase. So these are the changes in the state of the substance. So these all are the physical properties. So what is the physical change? When the changes takes place in shape of the object, in size of the object, in color of the object, and you can say in the state of the object. These all are the physical changes. Clear? So here you can see these are the two markers. The one is blue in color and the other is black in color. This is also the change you can see by your eyes. Clear? And here, so these kind of changes which takes place in the physical properties of the object are known as physical changes. So these are the physical changes. Now I hope you understand what is the physical change. So physical change is the changes in the physical properties of the object. Clear? So these are the physical properties in which the changes takes place. And the physical change is reversible. Clear? It may reverse the state of the object. You can see when we put the water in the freezer, it converts into the solid state. Clear? When we remove the water from the freezer, it again comes into the liquid state. And when we boil the water, it changes into the gaseous state. Clear? And from the gaseous state, we get the liquid also. You can see here. From here you are please see how the process of physical change is reversible. Suppose take the example, this is the water. Clear? Water in a glass. When we put this water in a cooler area, or you can see in a freezer, it converts into the ice. It means solid state. Okay, here it is present in liquid form. Clear? And when we remove it from the freezer, it again changes into the liquid form. In this way it is reversible. And when we boil the water, it turns into the steam, or you can say gaseous state. Clear? And the gaseous state again forms the water. Clear? So the physical changes are reversible changes. Clear? And the another property of the physical changes, another characteristics of the physical changes is it never forms the new ऑब्जेक्ट. इसमें आपको कभी भी कोई नया ऑब्जेक्ट बना हुआ नहीं मिलेगा. क्लियर? In this substance, the new substance is not formed. So what are the properties, what are the characteristics of the physical changes? It is reversible. So what are the characteristics of the physical changes? It is reversible in nature, first one, and the second, in such change no new substance is formed. Clear? इसमें कोई नया substance नहीं बनता है. Clear? These are the two characteristics of the physical changes. So this is the physical change. Clear, students? So students, there are so many other examples of the physical changes also. Okay, so you can see the examples of the changes with the help of the pictures. Clear student? Please see the pictures very carefully and understand and see how the change takes place in the color of the object, in the size of the object, or in the state of the object. Clear student? Watch this carefully.
There are two types of changes. The first one is physical change and the second is chemical changes. When the changes in the shape, size, color and state of the substances takes place, it is called physical change. It means the changes takes place in the physical property of the substance. The examples of physical changes are melting of ice, vaporization of water and dissolution of sugar and salt. Fold a paper to make a aeroplane. It changes in its size, but when we unfold the paper, it regain its original size. So this is the reversible change. There is no change in chemical composition of paper in the reversible change. Ice changes into the water on heating. When the water heated at 100 degrees Celsius, it changes into the vapors. And when it cools, it changes again into the water. And at 0 degrees Celsius, water changes into the ice. So in the whole process, the state of water change and the chemical composition remains the same. Here you can take example of cobalt chloride. On heating, the crystals of cobalt chloride changes its color to blue, and after pouring some drops of water in it, they retain the pink color. Now children, cut the piece of a cloth into a four pieces. Now compare the size of the cloth with the original one. There is a change only in the size. The properties of the cloth remains the same. So this is the physical change. Children's, as you know, salt can be obtained by the process of evaporation, but the salt obtained by this process is not pure. So, through the process of crystallization, we obtain the pure salt. To prepare pure precipitate of copper sulfate, take about 100 ml of water and pour sulfuric acid in it. After it, boil the water and after some time add some amount of copper sulfate in it. Stir it continuously and after some time what will happen? You will see shining crystals of copper sulfate in the beaker. So this is the pure salt.
So students, in today's lecture we have discussed about the physical change. What is physical change? Now I hope you are able to understand what is the physical, what are the physical properties of the object and what are the physical changes. So the physical properties means the appearance which we see by our eyes. Is clear? I wear the yellow color kurti. This is the physical property. Clear? I have the long hairs. This is the physical properties. Clear? Which we see by our eyes. So the changes in the physical properties of the object are the physical changes. Now today we discuss about the physical change. Clear? So this is all about the today's lecture. I hope you all have understand this. Thank you very much.